Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go. Mike, watch the run, Go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53, Mike 53. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big run there by Jones. 54 yards on the ground.
And the Saints first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Running right, here's Okoye. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, It's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert 33. Done.
On third down, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Damian Ratley, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out, and the Saints have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go. Run. Here we go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Out. Topper. Under crunch. Pistol. Under crunch. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Focus, defense, focus. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to launch it for Washington and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Check 4.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. 56.
Running right, Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Here's Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Cunningham stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Under 10, 10.
Cunningham. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. From the gun on third down, Cunningham. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
50, Bravo. 56, check 56.
Now Mayfield. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Like 56. No. 56, the mic, boy.
Mayfield on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara, and he gets it down to the 32. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! General West!
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Come on, let's go. Up, left. Twins. Watch twins.
They'll try the left side with Okoye. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Alert, 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 alert. Let's go, baby. Hey, orbit. 53 shots.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there just before halftime. 72 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Cunningham looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And
this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On second down, here's Cunningham. He completes it to Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
52's the mic. I got you. No. Check that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Three down. Motion man. Watch 12. Hey.
To throw again, Cunningham. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
53 to Mike.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to launch it for Washington. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 53, Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They run again with Okoye. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bailey got the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch gears.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Again, it's Jones. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Hey, wahoo! 56, Mike, 56. 56.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mayfield now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Mayfield now out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Run. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Mayfield to throw it. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 51. Hey, Gywu. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Real. 53. Hey, Delta. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, let's get in that.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Check 50. Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tim Patrick, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.